Hello there and welcome to Star Wars 1000. Star Wars question of the day: is Ahsoka really alive during the sequel trilogy? If you don't know, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dave Filoni, has hinted that she could still be alive during the episode 9 scene where they're all like throwing their voices out at Rey. And I don't even know how the heck that's possible and where the heck has she been. And if she's alive, then this is coming hysterical at this point because she's been alive for the prequels, or not the yeah, she has been alive throughout the whole entire prequels, I think. She first appears in the Clone Wars, which takes place in between episodes 2 and 3, but she's been alive since the prequels, and she's been doing stuff since the movies, like throughout the movies. She's been alive doing things, and she hasn't appeared in a single movie. And she's a really important character. She's the Padawan to Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader himself. And now she's become one of the greatest Jedi to ever live. And for some reason, she's not in a single movie even though she's alive. If she's alive during episode 9, then what the heck is she doing? What's more important than killing a clone emperor? I'd really like to know. Like, what are you doing, Ahsoka? What are you doing that's like you're not in any single movie? And I think she'd be like 70 if she's still alive. And I want to know, like, I think it's really stretching it for her to be alive post sequel trilogy. I think she should honestly die in between episode 6 and 7. I love the fact that she's alive during the era between episode 6 and 7. I think it's really beautiful that she got to meet Luke, and it's very poetic in my opinion. It's really wonderful. And I did tear up when Ahsoka did say, "You're so much like your father" to Luke in the Book of Boba Fett. I thought that was a really heartwarming scene. So I think it's cool that she is alive during that era. But if she's alive during the sequels, then that's just becoming ridiculous. What is she doing? What is she doing that's more important, helping fight the clone emperor alongside Rey? If Dave Filoni has the intention of keeping her alive for the sequels, he better come up with a good explanation for why she's not around. Maybe she's stuck in the world between worlds, or maybe that's how she throws her voice out. Maybe she throws her voice out to Rey through the world between worlds, because we do know that, well, it's not confirmed, but there are hints that the Ahsoka series will be exploring a bit of the world between worlds. So if she's not dead, maybe she looks through a portal at what's going on with Rey, and maybe she like says, "Rey, use the Force," or something like that. Like, who knows? I just think it's a little silly at this point that the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker has been alive for so long and hasn't appeared in a single movie. And she is one of the most important characters in all of Star Wars, in my opinion, and one of the best characters in all of Star Wars. And if she's alive for so long, it's strange that she's just never appeared in a movie. And obviously we know real life reasons for why she's not in the movies, but like lore wise, timeline wise, it's a little ridiculous at this point. I think if she's alive during the sequels, she should be there instead of someone like Maz Kanata, who was supposed to be sort of like a Yoda type of character, but she ended up doing pretty much nothing significant besides give Rey the Skywalker lightsaber. Maybe Dave Filoni will decide to change his mind and be like, you know what, it's a little ridiculous to have Ahsoka survive all the way up to the sequels. Maybe he'll kill her off at some point during like a Thrawn trilogy crossover or something like that. I mean, the character's gonna die at some point, right? And obviously, I'm not hoping for the character to die. I love Ahsoka. Ahsoka is one of my all-time favorite characters ever in Star Wars, and I'm probably gonna be extremely sad once she dies. But I think it's just a little out there for Dave Filoni to hint that she is still alive during the sequels and during Episode 9 when we hear her voice I think we all thought she was a Force ghost talking to Rey, but he's saying that it wasn't a Force ghost. So what was she doing, and how did she get her voice out to Rey? I also believe it would be nice to have her death involve Luke Skywalker. Or not, I'm saying have involved, but I think having Ahsoka sacrifice herself for Luke, or maybe Luke is there when she does eventually go. And I think it should be like a sacrifice of some kind, maybe a sacrifice to end the Thrawn Wars that take place in between episodes 6 and 7. Something like that. But it's not up to me. I'm sure whatever they do, it's going to be interesting. And that's Dave Filoni's character. And I loved everything that he's done with Ahsoka so far. I love the journey that Ahsoka has been on, and I love the fact that she's alive during the era between episodes 6 and 7, so we could get some more Luke and Ahsoka scenes. And I think that's just something poetic to see Ahsoka and Luke meet. I know some people don't like it. My opinion is I like that fact that Ahsoka knows Luke during that era, and I like the fact that they could become kind of like friend slash mentor type of relationship. I'd honestly would love a show about Luke and Ahsoka. That would be freaking incredible. Them traveling together throughout the galaxy, fighting off bad guys, and talking about, like, Ahsoka talking about her time with Anakin and her time during the Clone Wars, and telling Luke what the Clone Wars was like. And I think a show about that would be amazing. And maybe at some point she could die and not be alive during the sequel trilogy, where you're gonna have to come up with a good explanation for why she isn't anywhere to be seen. Has she even been working with the Resistance, or is she like a Yoda type figure now, where she's just living in exile? Or I don't know. Ahsoka would be pretty old by the time of the sequel, so maybe she's just in retirement now. She's like, whatever the hell happens to the galaxy is not my problem anymore. I did my time. I did my stuff. I fought in the Clone Wars. I'm just tired. I need to peace out. Just watch everything happens and just throw my voice out to Rey if she needs it. Maybe that's what she's doing now. It should be interesting to see what the future of Ahsoka is, and if she really is alive during the sequels, and I really can't wait to see it all, and I can't wait for her TV show. I'm so freaking excited for the Ahsoka series. I think it's going to be pretty great. So, to wrap up the video, may the Force be with you always.